On this edition of City Focus, the Valdosta Police Department hosts a community forum. Find out how you can turn trash into art by signing up for the second annual Dumpster Art Project. The Valdosta Fire Department teams with United Way and the American Red Cross in order to protect citizens from fire. And we meet members of the Public Works Division that get the job done no matter their gender. These stories and more on this edition of City Focus. Welcome to City Focus. I'm Marcus Meconico, the media coordinator for the City of Valdosta. This is the 16th episode of City Focus in 2017. City Focus is your source for what's happening within your government. These are the most important topics that are happening in the city. On August 26th at 8:30 a.m., the Valdosta Police Department will host an open testing at the City Hall Annex.
August 26th over at the City Hall Annex, as we have been for the last several times, 300 North Lee Street. The doors will open at 8:30. Bring your photo ID, $15 cash. That's what it takes us to score each test. The doors will lock at 9 a.m. No one will be admitted after 9 a.m.
It takes a while to get a new hire on the street, and the length of a police officer's career is not very long.
The average lifespan of officers between about 36 and 48 months, and they're gone. They're out of the profession. So people aren't staying in this position. They're not staying in the profession. That nationally is a huge problem. There's a national shortage of law enforcement. Because it takes 6 and 7 months to get somebody through, and then another average between the academy and all of the training we'd have to put you through, it's a year to 13 months between the day somebody puts in an application and when they're actually on the street. And whenever we lose an experienced officer, be it because they're changing professions, again, people move all the time. There's always a reason somebody could be going and leaving from the station. It takes so long to get somebody in. That's the reason we're constantly doing recruiting cycles. I think I've got 3 cycles that are running simultaneously at the moment. And so when it gets down to it, about every 3 months, we're having a test. About every 3 months, somebody's graduating from the academy. About every 3 months, somebody's going solo by themselves on the road. So
many police departments across the country, including the VPD, is constantly recruiting.
The last 2 or 3 major agencies in the state, both Savannah and Atlanta PD, the ones I talked to, and they're doing the same thing we're doing. Is they're staying in a constant recruiting cycle instead of getting full and saying, okay, we're done, we're not going to recruit anymore. And again, we found that is absolutely, you're always constantly behind the 8 ball, because again, when you factor in a year to get somebody trained, you can't start a recruiting cycle every time you're short. It won't work. And so if we're only down, if your mean is only down by maybe a handful of spots, and that's your constant cycle, that's actually, you're with the average of the rest of the police agencies in the country.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Police Department. On August 26th, VPD will host a community forum to discuss the department. The forum will be held at Christ Gospel Missionary Baptist Church at 1402 East Hill Avenue.
Plan it to community forums. What we want to do here is show people, hey, we're willing to talk. We're accessible, anybody can come, and we're going to cover topics that are traditionally not the kind of topics that law enforcement like to share out in the open. But our approach is, okay, it's everything we do is paid with taxpayer money anyway, and the other part is that I think that there needs to be a change in law enforcement in our country on how we are more transparent.
Chief Childress believes it is important to have an open dialogue with the public.
There's going to be a lot for us to talk about at this meeting. Is it a vent session? I don't care what it is. You can come in and ask me anything or ask my staff anything. The last one we had, I got some feedback that, can you have more officers, have more command staff there? So there'll be uniform officers there, and there'll be some of my command staff there too. If someone wants to talk to somebody about the lab, I'll have a lab director there. They want to talk about this or talk about that, I'll have the patrol commander there. If they want to talk just directly to me, that's fine too.
VPD has several programs to engage the community, and Childress has already seen the benefits of being an open department.
So you know what? Maybe all these community forums and maybe all this community policing programs we have, the Citizen Police Academy, Shop with a Cop, the Police Santa, Defy, and we're adding more, the Police Advocacy Board and so on. Maybe those programs are working because we have dialogue. A lot of times it's like a complaint when someone files a complaint on a law enforcement officer. Now we have the body cameras, we've had those for several years, but they have a complaint. A lot of times it's a misunderstanding. But the only way you can fix a misunderstanding is to talk, without people getting upset, without your police chief and your law enforcement agent getting angry or getting defensive. And on the other hand, the same thing with the community.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Police Department. As part of the United Way's Day of Caring, the local chapter of the American Red Cross teamed with the Valdosta Fire Department to install smoke alarms inside local homes.
American Red Cross of South Georgia is a United Way agency, and as part of the United Way Day of Caring, the Red Cross is partnering up with volunteers who are employees from Azalea Health Company and Ambling to install smoke alarms as part of our home fire campaign that the Red Cross offers.
Both the Red Cross and the VFD enjoy partnering to better serve the community.
Based on the number of injuries and deaths that is reported, the Red Cross feels like it's very important to educate and prepare the residents of the communities that we serve in our 20-county area. And in working with the fire department, we're able to educate people in their homes so they can have a safety plan and functioning smoke alarms. Sometimes people have smoke alarms in their house, but realize that they don't realize that they're not working, and so we will replace the smoke detector as a safety precaution, for safety of their lives.
For us to be able to get out in the community and represent the fire department, the Red Cross, and the United Way to show people that we do care and we're doing all that we can to try to give back.
VFD is proud of working with outside organizations to keep residents of the city safe.
I'm always up for teaming up with different organizations that want to do something good in the community. I think it's a wonderful opportunity for us to network and see what other things that are out there that we can provide as a good means to our citizens.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Fire Department.
I gave a young couple a courtesy warning about an improper turn. Also told them to buckle up their seatbelts, and they did. That same day I pulled up on a rollover crash. It was the same couple I had just pulled over.
You sure no one's hurt, right? Oh, I'm positive.
They were standing outside their car and they thanked me for telling them to wear their seatbelts.
Last year, over half the people killed on Georgia roads were not wearing seatbelts. Many of them would be alive today. That's why we say, click it or ticket.
During the last week of June, over 130 campers visited Valdosta for the Southern Hospitality Work Camp. The camp is part of a mayor and council's initiative to rid the city of substandard housing by 2020. Campers from as far away as Michigan and Wisconsin performed minor repairs on select homes throughout the city. Metro 17 would like to thank the campers and everyone that was involved in the 2017 work camp. Here's a short review of the camp and some of the work that was completed.
We're here to help repair houses or fix houses in any way that the resident would need. Hopefully we can help someone, like change their life a little.
I know I couldn't have had it done, and I am very grateful, and I think I maybe said that too much, but I am very grateful that they get it done for me. And not only for me, for neighbors and whoever, you know.
I really think it's an awesome opportunity, even though it's not our community, to be a part of this community and just see how that affects this specific homeowner and how she is so thankful for our work, but really we are so thankful for the opportunity to give back to her and to be service and just to be God's people. Like, you can't describe this experience to someone who hasn't done it, and just like to tell them like do it so that you can feel that feeling of saying, yeah, like I just gave back to that person, and give them, like, it seems like painting a house is a little thing, but it gives someone a little bit more dignity to have a home that looks nice and to live somewhere that just where God's hands and feet were working.
My daddy bought the house.
I got this.
Minnesota, but I have a long Irish heritage.
I was really nervous because I thought our resident might be like uncomfortable with us coming and like helping, because I know I might be like that way, but once we met Geraldine, she was like super sweet, and it's so fun to watch her like come out of her house and watch us, and then she'll like have a big grin on her face because she's so excited that it looks good.
It has been a blessing to have them here. It looks beautiful. I am so delighted. I am so delighted. It looks beautiful. I've enjoyed them, and we've talked, and we had, I think it was Monday, we had, lunch together. If I was younger, I would like to do something like this, but by me being older, and I've enjoyed them so much. I really have. Every one of them have been just nice, and they have worked. They have worked really hard, and they don't stop, and they're not afraid to work.
At Lowe's, our slogan, tagline is never stop improving, and that's involved in improving homes, and it's also people's lives. Our purpose that we have is to help people love where they live, and that's truly what these students are doing, and what Lowe's is helping to contribute to for these folks, is to help them truly love where they live. And it's an amazing experience to get to go on the tour and see the impact it has on the homeowners and the impact it has on the kids that leave their home behind, their family and their friends and their security, to come down and do something that's so special for people. It's truly selfless what they do, and the impact they have is amazing.
Thank you, Lowe's!
Children are our greatest resource. That's why we're reminding child care programs and families to always look again. 10 minutes is all it takes for the inside of the vehicle to reach deadly temperatures. So every time you get out of the car, check the front and back and then look again. Make sure the car is locked, even in your driveway or garage. And if you ever see a child left alone in a car, call 911 immediately. We can save lives if we all look again!
The Valdosta Fire Department has a goal to receive accreditation through the Center for Public Safety Excellence by the year 2019.
The leadership that we have within our police and fire departments, but also the commitment that we have to be excellent, in what we do.
I think it shows the commitment of the people, not just the boots on the ground firefighters and police officers, but the leadership all the way to the top. we can't be accredited, police, fire, or any other department, without total backing and support from the city council, city manager's office. Everybody has to be involved. No one person's gonna be able to achieve this size of a goal without cooperation.
The department wants to achieve this goal in addition to their current 1 ISO rating.
Sometimes the question do come up, well, if you do have a ISO class 1, then why you need to be accredited? So I want to briefly explain the difference between ISO and accreditation. So we have ISO class 1, which is the top that you can get, and that's great for our city. It saves our taxpayers money. But what accreditation does, it validates you based on a national standard. It comes in and compares how you do on a national standard. The reason why we're also pursuing accreditation, because accreditation don't just validate us on a national standard, it validates us as an organization on what we can do within our community. So that's why it's important for us to go through accreditation to validate that we can provide these services to you, we can keep you safe, but at the same time we're meeting the expectations and the needs of our community.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Fire Department. Workers in the Public Works Department do important and often dirty work. 3 women out of the 100+ workers in the department pull their weight just like the men.
It's just hard work, and I like to work hard, I guess. Because it's more meaningful. We're keeping the city clean. We're doing something great.
My mom always tell me, even though I had to do this at home, I didn't realize I'm gonna grow up love doing this, outside of the house. She said, whatever you do, make sure you do a good job of it. And I take heed of that no matter what job I do, and I love doing it.
Despite being a minority in the department, they feel they are treated as any other worker.
I don't feel a certain type of way. I don't feel intimidated. It's everybody's family. It's nothing, everything's normal to me.
These young ladies come in, they do it every day. They work in a predominantly male environment, and they work just as hard as they do. And they're expected to do the job. Once again, I don't say, well, hey, you can't do this because you're a girl, or you can't do this. I expect them to do the same jobs.
Mr. Hardy, first of all, thank God for him. He gave me the opportunity to come on, and he told me right off the bat, you're gonna not have one position. I fill in. I fill in when people are not here, I fill in for them. So basically I do 4 different jobs. I drive the sweeper, which is this here. I drive the dump truck. I do yard trash, and I do recycling.
The department believes in hiring anyone that is capable of doing the job.
A woman can do anything a man can do. And sometimes, we do it a little better because we have to.
A woman can do just as much as a man can do. And I'm gonna do more.
Anyone with the applications that are the positions that we advertise, apply. They will be given an interview and selected based off of their capabilities.
For more information, contact the Public Works Department. Downtown Valdosta Farm Days returns in September with an added addition. Main Street is partnering with the Turner Center for the Arts and the Public Art Advisory Committee for Plein Air Art Competition. Competition will take place on September 9th, October 28th, and November 25th from 8:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m.
With the implementation of our City Center Arts District in downtown, we have decided that we wanted to really highlight the arts in downtown, and we wanted to tie that back into some of our existing events. And so with our upcoming Fall Farm Days, we've decided to partner with the Public Arts Advisory Committee and with the Turner Art Center, and we're doing a plein air art competition. We are hosting the plein air art competition downtown during Farm Days, and it will be on the lawn right behind the historic courthouse square. And if you're an artist and you want to show up, you just show up. It's free to enter. And while you're there, you paint a scene, if it's downtown or at the farmer's market, and you can use any medium you like. And during that time, when the judging is complete, which will be about 11:30 that morning, then we will have the judging and award a $100 prize to the winning artist.
For more information, contact Main Street. Registration for the 2017-18 Valdosta Youth Council year is taking place now. 7th, 8th, and 9th graders can complete the application found at valdostacity.com/valdosta-youth-council. Deadline to apply is August 31st.
I had a lot of fun the past 2 years. I met a lot of friends. Like, I didn't know many people from outside of St. John's, but once you get there and you get into it, you'll really enjoy it.
For more information, like the Valdosta Youth Council Facebook page. The City of Valdosta, Valdosta Main Street, the Annette Howell Turner Center for the Arts, and artist teams to submit their conceptual designs to be considered for the 2nd annual Dumpster Art event in Valdosta on September 23rd. Deadline to apply is August 31st at 5 p.m. Artists will have the opportunity to creatively paint one of 3 garbage dumpsters located in downtown Valdosta. For more information on how to sign up, visit valdostacity.com/dumpster-art. On September 11, 2017, at 8:46, the Valdosta Fire Department will host its annual 9/11 ceremony at Fire Station 1. The Fire Department would like to invite the entire community to remember those first responders that were lost on that day in 2001. The event will also honor current first responders that put themselves in danger every day to help others. Please join the Valdosta Fire Department on Monday, September 11th to honor all the first responders. For more information, contact the Valdosta Fire Department.
If you text while driving, it's like turning the wheel over to your dear old grandpa, your nosy neighbor, your nephew. No, the younger one. And on top of everything else, it's against the law. Heads up, Georgia. Texting and driving is deadly on our roads. Put down the phone. Drive alert. Arrive alive.
Now let's take a look at what's taking place in the city in the coming weeks. August 21st, Valdosta Housing Authority meeting, 12 noon at the Valdosta Housing Authority office. August 21st, Keep Lowndes Valdosta Beautiful board meeting, 5:30 in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. August 21st, Greater Lowndes Planning Commission work session, 5:30, South Lowndes Health District Administrative Office. August 22nd, Valdosta Lowndes County Conference Center and Tourism Authority meeting, 8 a.m. at the Rainwater Conference Center. August 23rd, Valdosta Historic Preservation Commission work session, 3 p.m. in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. August 24th, Valdosta City Council meeting, 5:30 in Council Chambers. August 26th, street dedication in honor of Councilman James Wright on the corner of Brookwood Place and Deeb Street. August 28th, Greater Lowndes Planning Commission meeting, 5:30 at the South Lowndes Health District Administrative Office. August 29th, VPD Community Forum, 6 p.m. at Christ Gospel Missionary Baptist Church at 1402 East Hill Avenue. August 31st through September 2nd, Valdosta Fire Department MDA Field of Boot Drive. For more information, contact the Valdosta Fire Department. September 1st, First Friday in downtown Valdosta. September 4th, Labor Day holiday. City offices will be closed. September 5th, MPO Citizens Advisory Committee meeting, 3 p.m. at the Southern Georgia Regional Commission. September 5th, Valdosta City Council work session, 5:30 in Council Chambers. September 7th, Valdosta City Council meeting, 5:30 in Council Chambers. To stay informed of what's happening in the city, sign up for the weekly e-news blast at valdostacity.com/public-information or call Public Information Officer Samantha Matthews at 229-259-3548. Now that school has started, City of Valdosta streets will become more congested during the day. Metro 17 asks drivers to take extra precaution while navigating through additional traffic. Remember to wear your seatbelt, watch out for pedestrians, and please don't text and drive. This concludes another edition of City Focus. Be sure to visit our website, valdostacity.com. Like us on Facebook, Valdosta City Without Limits. Also like our Valdosta Youth Council page. Follow us on Twitter at City of Valdosta, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Metro 17 Valdosta, to watch City Focus on demand. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on City Focus.